Hi, Mike from the Rural Montana family. In this video, we're going to talk about an adapter that you should have if you have a plug-in hybrid or a non-Tesla EV. The adapter I'm talking about is a Tesla to J1772, and do not confuse that with the opposite adapter, which is a J1772 to Tesla. That adapter is for Tesla owners, so they can charge at a regular J1772 charger. So the one we're talking about is the one that would allow you to use Tesla destination chargers or Tesla wall connectors or Tesla mobile connectors to charge your plug-in hybrid or full battery EV. And we are looking at this one here. This is the ShockFlo adapter. And I was pleasantly surprised when I received this because everything I needed to know is actually on the outside of the box. There is a manual in here. It's not very big, but I didn't even have to read it because all the information is on the box. And if we look at it here, obviously it says what it is. It says that it's compatible with all J1772 EVs. Now, you might say that you have a CCS plug and not a J1772. Well, one of those C's in the CCS stands for combo. It means it's a combination of the J1772 plus extra pins for DC fast charging. So yes, you can use that if you have a CCS plug on your car. It states right here, it is made for 48 amps max, and that is important. So you need to know what is the maximum current that your EV will draw using AC charging, level 2 charging. It has to be below 48 amps in order to use this. Most plug-in hybrids are from 16 to 32 amps, and then most full battery EVs are from 32 amps to 48 amps. I'm not sure if there's actually currently any of them out there that go higher than 48 amps. I think the new Chevy Bolts are up to 48 amps. The Polestar is 48 amps. The Rivian is 48 amps. And by the way, 48 amps is about 11.5 kilowatts because sometimes it's advertised as amperage and sometimes as kilowatts. So 48 amps is 11.5 kilowatts, and you want to make sure your EV charges at or below 48 amps or 11.5 kilowatts. Then you can use this adapter safely. It also states here it's a compact, which I really like. The compact version. We'll get to that here in a second. Also, it states it's an IP65, which means it can be out there in the rain without sustaining damage. Then on the other side here, that is another important part. So it works with these, there's pictures of these different Tesla chargers that you can use it with, but you cannot use it with the Tesla Supercharger. Okay, you can actually go to Supercharger and you can plug this in. The plug is the same, it will plug in, but it won't work because the Tesla Supercharger is a DC fast charger and the J1772 is a AC charger. Okay, so it will not work at these Tesla Superchargers, but it will work with all the other options that Tesla has. The destination chargers, the wall connector, the high-powered wall connector, or any of the mobile connectors that Tesla has. Again, here on this end, we have more specs. There is also a email address down here in case you need to contact the manufacturer and for some reason have issues, have questions, which I don't think you do because it's pretty basic here. On this end, we have important notes, and you want to read those because Well, what they're saying here, when using Tesla destination chargers, please ensure that the output current is less than 48 amps. When you go somewhere to a hotel and there is a Tesla destination charger, there is no labeling there telling you how much that charger puts out, because that is configured inside the charger and is not posted on the outside. So you don't really know how much that charger can put out. And the first generation of Tesla destination chargers and the high-powered wall charger, they're both capable of putting out up to 80 amps, but not necessarily are configured to do so. So you don't know, but it doesn't really matter. What is important that your car cannot draw more than 48 amps. So if your car is maxing out at 48 amps AC charging or 11.5 kilowatts AC charging, you can use this adapter, regardless of the destination charger being capable of putting out more, because your car will only request 48 amps. So that should work just fine without knowing the actual output, as long as you know your car is using up to 48 amps. And the second one here is, after connecting the adapter to the Tesla charger, wait 30 seconds and then connect to the car. And that is extremely important. The Tesla charging protocol is slightly different than the J1772 charging protocol. But a Tesla connector or charger, whatever you want to call it, is capable of working on the J1772 charging protocol. And actually, sometimes you find Tesla destination chargers that have a J1772 plug on it, and you wouldn't even need an adapter. But if you use an adapter, it's important that you plug the charger into the adapter and then you wait 30 seconds. The charger will then recognize that you plugged in the adapter, and it will switch over to the J1772 charging protocol. And then you plug it into your car and you're good to go. If you don't wait the 30 seconds, it may or may not work. You may get a fault on the charger, you may get a fault on the car, it may not charge. So important, wait the 30 seconds. And then the third thing they say, you want to make sure that you plug in the Tesla plug all the way into the adapter, which that is kind of obvious. So let's see what's inside here. Well, packaging. Oops. So there's a little manual here, but we don't really need that because we just seen everything on the outside of the box that we really need to know, including the instructions basically. And let's get this out of here. And this is it. This is all there is to it, to this little charger. And I like these here over the pigtail kind. The pigtail kind that has the male and the female plugs separated from each other with a piece of cable in between. They're relatively long and bulky, and then you usually have to throw it in the trunk. And when you throw it in the trunk and then you start traveling, you put all your luggage in the trunk, and it's usually buried underneath, and when you get somewhere and you need it, it's buried. So that's why I like this kind here, because it fits in the glove box or the center console and is ready to go when you need it. So we got the regular end here for the J1772 with the regular latch. This is all the standard that you probably have used already. But then this end here, this is a little bit different. This is the Tesla end. And so on the Tesla end, there is actually a lock down here, so you can lock the plug in. So you push the plug in there, then you put it into the lock position so the plug cannot come out by accident while you're plugging it in or unplugging it. And so again, using is pretty simple. You take the Tesla plug, push it in here, lock it on the bottom there, wait 30 seconds, and then plug it into your car just as any other J1772 charger, and off you go. So rather than just talking about how to do this, let's go to town to a real destination charger and see if we can make this work. Let's go. And here we are, already in Missoula, just like that. And I brought the ShockFlo adapter here, and we got an official Tesla destination charger right here on the wall. We are actually at Big Sky Solar in Missoula, Montana, and we borrowed a Bolt EUV from the Missoula Electric Co-op to do this little test right here. And I'll show you now how to use this adapter. So now we're going to use this adapter. You want to make sure it shows lock down here, which means it's unlocked. Plug it in, slide it to lock, which makes this here locked. So you can't pull it out. So there's no accidentally falling off of this adapter, which is great, because if it fall down here in the snow, that would be kind of bad. Also, if somebody pulls on here, it doesn't come out while it's charging or anything. So we're good right there. And now the other important point is you gotta wait 30 seconds. So while this is waiting, we can open the charge port, and here at the top is our J1772, and we already got the 30 seconds, and now we just plug it in until it latches. Now it's locked, and the car actually confirmed that it is engaged by beeping. And since this is a Chevy Bolt, we just heard the beep for charging engagement. And we can see here, it's blinking green. So right now it's charging. And then also over here on the Tesla charger, you can see the green running light indicating it is charging. So it's as simple as that. The important part is that you wait 30 seconds after plugging this into the adapter before you plug it into the car. So now we can unplug it again. Well, we assume it charged a little bit longer. And you do that just like you do any other J1772. You press the lock here, and I heard it click behind me, which means the charger stopped. And now we can get it out. There we go. And now we can separate those two. So separating the two, we're going here. We're sliding this into the open position, pull the handle out, and that's it. Now we can put our ShockFlo adapter back into the glove box or the center console, wherever we want to put it. And that's all there is to it. Pretty simple. And this thing really works great. All you got to do is make sure you wait 30 seconds after putting it together. So let's do a quick recap again. Plugging it in, locking, waiting for 30 seconds. When the 30 seconds are over, we plug in. That's all there is to it. Unplug, pull out, unlock, and remove. That's all there is to it. All right, so this is how it is. Super easy, and the adapter feels solid, and I don't see any issues with this thing. I think it works great. So far with every car I tested it, it worked, and it worked flawless. Important, again, I just can't point that out enough. Plug in, and wait 30 seconds. That is the key. And it should work with every EV and plug-in hybrid out there that has a J1772. So for us, that's it for today. We actually just borrowed this Bolt EUV from our electric company, and we'll have a couple more videos coming with this car here. But for now, we're trying to get inside where it's warm. It's starting to snow again. The sun came out, but it's still cold out here. So go down below into the description. There is a link that will get you a discount on this adapter. So you can't get it any cheaper anywhere else other than using that link. That link is definitely the cheapest way to get this. And it's priced very well. It's priced about 20 bucks lower to begin with than most of the competition, and it is a pretty solid adapter. So go check out the ShockFlo adapter by clicking the link down below in the description. Also down below in the description there's a link to our Redbubble store. Click that link as well and go check out our Redbubble store. The holidays are coming, Christmas is coming, so if you need any gifts, I'm sure you can find something there that is EV inspired. So really cool stuff there, so do that as well. And don't forget to give us a thumbs up for this video. And if you haven't done so yet, subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the future videos. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.